Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome back to ConvoEase. I am your host, Emma, and I am so incredibly happy that you have chosen to spend some time with me today. This channel is your dedicated space to listen, repeat, shadow, and learn English at a slow, natural pace. My goal is to help you feel comfortable with the language. In this episode, I will speak slowly and clearly. I will use simple words, and most importantly, I will repeat ideas. Why do I repeat myself? I do it so you can shadow my voice, practice your speaking, and build your confidence step by step. Today, we are going to dive deep into a very special topic: how to describe your day in English. We aren't just looking for short, choppy sentences. We want to build full ideas. We want to answer the big questions. What do you do in the morning? What happens in your afternoon? What is your evening routine like? By the end of this session, you will be able to talk about your life using clear and natural sentences. Why your daily routine matters. Before we start the practice, let's talk about the why. Why is it so important to practice talking about your day? It is important because your day is real. It is something that happens to you every single day. You know it better than anyone else. Because you know the subject so well, you don't need to search for abstract words or complex ideas. You don't need to worry about the vocabulary for history, science, or politics. You just need to talk about your life. When you describe your own day, what time you wake up, what you eat for breakfast, whether you go to work or stay at home, you are practicing real English. This is useful English. It is the kind of English you can actually use with people in real life. The power of thinking in English. Here is a secret. When you talk about your day, you begin to think in English. You move away from translating every word in your head, and you start to speak more naturally. You begin to use simple, complete sentences, and that is where true confidence comes from. Imagine you meet a new friend or a colleague. They ask you a simple question: "What did you do today?" If you have practiced with me here on ConvoEase, you won't have to struggle for words. You can answer confidently: "I woke up at 7, I went to work, I had coffee, and I answered emails." That is a full conversation. That is real communication, and that is our ultimate goal. Even if you are alone, even if you are shy, you can practice this. Whenever you don't know what to say, just start with the basics. What did I do today? What time did I wake up? What did I eat? These questions help you build strong English habits. Let's start at the beginning. The morning is a very important part of your day. It sets the mood, gives you energy, and is the perfect time to think in English, even if you only have a few minutes. I am going to say some simple morning sentences. I want you to repeat each one slowly, just like shadowing. Let's begin. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Now you repeat. Sometimes I wake up earlier, around 6:30, when I have a lot to do. Now you repeat. If I sleep late, I feel tired the next morning. Now you repeat. Great job. Let's add more detail. Sometimes we don't jump out of bed immediately. Now you repeat. I stay in bed for a few minutes and think about my day. Now you repeat. I like to take a deep breath and stretch my arms and legs. Now you repeat. Then I sit up slowly and get out of bed. Now you repeat. Now let's talk about the bathroom routine. These are actions we do every single day. I walk to the bathroom and brush my teeth. Now you repeat. I brush slowly and carefully for 2 minutes. Now you repeat. Then I wash my face with cold water. It helps me feel awake. Now you repeat. Sometimes I take a quick shower, especially if I feel sleepy. Now you repeat. I recommend focusing on the TH sound in words like teeth and mouth to help your pronunciation during this part of the routine. Now, let's talk about getting ready. After my shower, I dry off and put on my clothes. Now you repeat. I try to wear something clean and comfortable. Now you repeat. Sometimes I wear jeans and a t-shirt. Now you repeat. If I have a meeting or class, I wear something more formal. Next, we move to the kitchen. What do you eat? I usually eat something simple, like toast, eggs, and fruit. Sometimes I have cereal with milk and a banana. If I have more time, I make an omelet or oatmeal. I like to eat slowly so I can enjoy my food. And of course, the most important part for many of us, I drink coffee most mornings. Sometimes I drink green tea because it feels light and fresh. Before you leave the house, what do you do? I check my phone. I look at the time and read my messages. I check my calendar to see if I have any meetings or appointments. I pack my bag with my phone, notebook, keys, and water bottle. Then I put on my shoes and go out the door. Now we are going to do a shadowing story. I will tell you a short story about my morning. You can listen, then shadow each sentence. You can even pause the video to repeat it slowly. Are you ready? In the morning, I usually wake up at around 7. Sometimes I wake up earlier if I have a lot of things to do. I lie in bed for a few minutes and think about the day ahead. I stretch my arms, yawn a little, and slowly get up. Then I walk to the bathroom and brush my teeth for 2 full minutes. After that, I wash my face with cold water. It really helps me wake up. If I feel sleepy, I take a warm shower. I often listen to relaxing music while I shower. It helps me feel more calm and focused. After the shower, I put on clean clothes and check my hair in the mirror. Next, I go into the kitchen and start making breakfast. I usually eat 2 pieces of toast with butter and jam. I drink a large cup of coffee. That's very important to me in the morning. While eating, I sit by the window and look outside. Sometimes I hear birds singing and I enjoy the peaceful moment. Before I leave the house, I check my phone for my to-do list and my schedule. I make sure I have everything: my phone, my wallet, my notebook, and a snack. Finally, I put on my jacket and shoes, open the door, and step outside to begin my day. Now, let's move to the afternoon, the middle part of the day. Many people are very busy during this time. Some go to work, some go to school, and some stay home to take care of the family. Whatever you do, the afternoon is a great time to use English. Repeat after me. After lunch, I go back to work. Sometimes I feel a little sleepy after I eat. I check my emails and answer the important ones first. I often read messages from coworkers or classmates. The working life. If you work from home or in an office, I usually have 1 or 2 meetings in the afternoon. I sometimes meet with a client or my manager to talk about tasks. I sit at my desk and open my laptop. I type reports or prepare presentations. I like to keep my desk clean and organized. It helps me think clearly. Taking breaks and self-care. It's important not to work all the time. I usually take a short break around 3 o'clock. I make a cup of tea or drink some water. Sometimes I eat a small snack like fruit or a biscuit. If the weather is nice, I go for a short walk to get fresh air. Even 10 minutes outside helps me feel better. Studying English in the afternoon. Many of you use your afternoon to study with me here at ConvoEase. When I have free time, I study English. I listen to a podcast while I take a walk. I watch slow English videos to help with listening. I repeat short phrases out loud to practice speaking. Shadowing helps me speak more fluently and clearly. Afternoon shadowing story. After lunch, I usually go back to my desk to continue working. I check my emails and write a to-do list for the afternoon. I often have a video meeting with my team. We talk about what we finished in the morning and what we will do next. After the meeting, I take a short break. I walk to the kitchen and make a cup of tea. I drink slowly while standing near the window. If I have free time, I use it to study English. I listen to a podcast or read a short story. I pause the video and repeat the sentences. This helps me speak more naturally and understand better. Finally, we reach the evening. This is a special time, a time to relax and review your day. Repeat these useful sentences with me. I come home at 6 in the evening. I take off my shoes and sit down for a few minutes to rest. I sometimes watch the news or listen to music to relax. I cook dinner or I order food if I feel tired. I eat dinner at the table with my family. We talk about our day and share stories. After dinner, I clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. Before bed, I read a book or listen to calming music. I take a shower and brush my teeth. I go to bed around 10:30 or 11. Reflecting on your day in English before you sleep is one of the fastest ways to become fluent. You are teaching your brain that English is part of your real identity. You have done amazing work today. You listened to a full daily routine, practiced new vocabulary, and repeated full sentences. Most importantly, you tried to speak. This is real progress. You aren't just studying English, you are living in English, one sentence at a time. I want to leave you with a small challenge. Pause this video and try to talk about your afternoon using these starters. In the afternoon, I usually. After lunch, I like to. Before the day ends, I. Don't worry about being perfect. Just speak. One sentence today, 2 sentences tomorrow, and a whole story next week. Come back to this episode often. Listen again, shadow again, and each time add more to your story. I am Emma from ConvoEase. Like and subscribe the channel, and I am so proud of your effort. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.